Yes, boys. So, on this journey of sales, entrepreneurship, business, making money online, you're gonna have months and moments where you're gonna do well. If you stick in the game, you put your trust in Allah, you show up every single day, you do what's required, you're gonna have moments and months where you'll do really, really well. Okay? You'll make the kind of money that most people will never be able to make in a 9 to 5. And I know a lot of brothers, Muslim brothers, who are highly successful. They make more money than most people will ever make. And they also stick close to their deen as well, right? They don't compromise on any of their values. And I think one of the best things about being around people like that is that you get to adopt their beliefs. You get to see how they think, and then you can implement that as well. And one of the things that I believe somebody taught me was how they see if they are close to Allah, if they're on the right path or not. So as their level of success increases, and this is a thought exercise that you can do right now, whether or not your level of success increases, but let's say your level of success in life is increasing, or it's at a steady pace, or even if it's at a downtrend. For the purpose of this argument, let's say you've increased. 6 months ago, you were in a much worse position. Today, you're in a better position. In terms of the dunya, you're making more money. You might be in a better job if that's what you want to do. As a business person, you're making a lot of money. As a salesperson, maybe you're in a better role, or you're just crushing it with sales, whatever it may be. If you can look at your actions and your deeds that you do for the sake of Allah, your good deeds, whatever it may be, right? Tahajjud, it could be giving charity, it could be seeking knowledge, it could be even just looking after your family in a particular way, doing good for this ummah, whatever it may be, any deed. If you look at your deeds, and if you see that with you increasing in the dunya, your good deeds are actually also increasing, then you know that you're on the right path, at least, alhamdulillah. That not only is Allah Azza wa Jalla giving you wealth, but He is pleased with you for giving you the tawfiq, the ability to actually do those good deeds as well. Now, if on the flip side, if Allah Azza wa Jalla is giving you success in the dunya, but then you look at your deeds and you compare them to before, and you're actually doing a lot less, then that is a moment to stop and reflect. Because that could be a very dangerous path. Because sometimes Allah Azza wa Jalla gives the dunya to the people who He doesn't have, He doesn't, I want to be careful with the words that I use, but He doesn't care for them, or He doesn't value them in the same way as those people who are beloved to Him, who actually show up, do the good deeds, stay away from sin, do what they do for the sake of Allah. And sometimes Allah Azza wa Jalla just gives the dunya to the sinners at the expense of their akhirah, right? Because He is not pleased with them. And so this is a really powerful frame, especially it being Ramadan. And again, this is a reminder for me, myself, first and foremost. When Allah Azza wa Jalla has given me the life that I live today, right? I live in a way right now which I dreamed of being able to live. For 6-7 years working in corporate, like 9 to 5. I'm now living that life. I have to be so conscious and careful that my good deeds should be increasing. Whatever it is, the baseline should increase. I should be doing more and more and more good deeds as Allah Azza wa Jalla gives me more success in this life. That doesn't mean if you're not having much success in this life that should not happen. Of course, whether or not life is going up, down, or is steady, we should always be increasing in good deeds. But for the purpose of this topic today, I think a lot of brothers could benefit from this, because this space where you're making money online, it can ruin people. Not just making money online, entrepreneurship, success in general, for men, young men in their 20s and 30s. There are so many tests which come with it, right? And by no means am I saying that I am at some kind of level of success, but I'm talking about Muslim men in general. making money, getting fame, getting opportunities, whatever it may be, it has been the cause of destruction for so many Muslim men. And this is a good way, a good framework that I've been told, which can keep you on the right path, which can kind of, it can rein you back in to what your true purpose is. Because at the end of the day, we are all going to die. And we are all going to have to answer to Allah Azza wa Jal. How did we spend our time? What did we do with the good things that we were blessed with our potential? What did we do on this planet? And if we cannot answer for that, and if we chase the dunya, for the sake of chasing the dunya and never achieving anything for our akhirah, then we are not successful. Like success, we have to redefine success as Muslim men. The successful one is the one who gets closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. The successful one is the one who does things in a way whereby he gets more good deeds for the akhirah, he worships Allah Azza wa Jal more, he stays away from sin more. That is the person who is beloved to Allah. Now, I think many people get this twisted. When people, young, ambitious, hungry men, want to go out there and they want to achieve financial success, whatever it may be, they get turned away because of people who say that you are chasing the dunya. But chasing success financially can be the reason why you got closer to Allah, why you were able to take your family from a non-Muslim country to a Muslim country, how you were able to pay for your parents' Hajj and Umrah, how you were able to leave working with women in your 9 to 5, working remotely from home. These are all tangible examples of how you've been able to better your situation, move away from sin, and improve your life in a way which is more pleasing to Allah Azza wa Jal. So when people tell me that, oh no, you should just do the bare minimum, or when I hear this kind of, chasing the dunya, I push back on this a lot, because yes, if you are consumed by the dunya and you are doing it for the dunya's sake, and there is no change in your ability to get closer to Allah Azza wa Jal, and you're getting further away from Allah, then this is no doubt a scary place to be. And when I think about this, this is a scary reminder for myself as well. Sometimes I can be so engaged in my work that I don't reflect upon my true purpose in this dunya as much as I should. And so that framework is something which you can use as a way to monitor where you're at with your iman, with your closeness to Allah, with your trajectory in this life. Because time is so short, and we will die. And we will be regretful if we didn't spend this life maximizing our potential. I'm talking maximizing our finances, maximizing our health, maximizing our mental health, maximizing our knowledge in deen and outside of deen as well. Maximizing what we can do for this ummah. We're going to regret it. And if we do every action with the intention that we are going to get closer to Allah Azza wa Jal through doing that thing, then that in and of itself can be a form of worship. We were talking about this on the sales team meeting this morning. My sales manager was saying how our work can be a form of ibadah. If you do it with the intention that you are going to please Allah, that you're going to make money and take your family to Hajj and Umrah, and inshallah, either it maybe give a charity or move to a Muslim country. Like, that is such a dream for so many people. And the reality is, it's there for the taking. How much have you actually tried to go and get it? How much have you worked for to actually achieve it? And I think this really hit me today on the sales meeting, which was my manager saying how as men, we don't need much. Most of us don't need much. We could literally survive on a mattress with very few things in life. We'll probably be content. But it's not about us. It's about the people that we love. Can you bear to know that your family won't get the life that they deserve because you didn't show up, you didn't maximize your potential? Now, having said that, if you're maximizing your potential, if you're showing up, and if you're actually getting that level of success. You need to be grateful to Allah Azza wa Jal by showing Allah with actions how you're getting closer to Him, and that's when you know you're on the right track. Because without that, you could be making your dunya at the expense of your akhirah, which is a scary thought. That's it. Catch you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.